I am Pat Premick in Thailand wearing my Songkran shirt. So Songkran is the Thai New Year, and technically I think it's actually April 13th every year. So it'll be celebrated the 11th through the 15th, but somehow it's also tied with a water festival. And so it's like epic water festival time as well. Not sure I'm going to be doing that, but it's these big, bright, colorful shirts. So I am in my Songkran shirt. Yeah, bold colors, it could be tie-dyed and all that kind of stuff.
You need to stand up
So,
so we can see the whole thing here, Pat.
yep. So I am in Thailand, and it's been a little bit more, how shall I say, challenging than I thought it was going to be to find housing. And so part of it, as I'm told, was just, the time that I arrived. And so I'm currently in a 3-month sublet, and I have put a deposit down on a house. So I hope to be able to be in that house in June sometime, which then means also I'll hopefully be able to get my stuff shipped to me from Taiwan. The challenge with this whole delay of me actually getting into a house meant all of that time of my visa was getting chopped, just eaten up. And so my current visa will expire at the end of May. And so I have to do a visa run every 60 days. So I'm heading to Vietnam. And so I will be in Hanoi next week. And when I come back, that following Monday, Easter Monday, I will be making application for my next visa. I'm currently on a tourist visa, so I will be doing a non-immigrant O visa, and then which is in the process of getting me to a retirement visa. Not that I'm retiring, but it gives a platform that I can stay on. So, by the way, the retirement visa starts at age 50. So I'm just going to say I passed that a little while ago, but it is available. And so that will be the platform again. That's time away. So that's going to be months away. But so the next process is to get all of my ducks in a row to make application for my next visa on the Easter Monday. So the visa, hopefully the house is going to be coming. Still looking for a church. I'm looking for a bilingual church, so Thai and English, so that I can be learning Thai. And so I happen to be at a bilingual church this past Sunday, and the pastor was talking to me and said, "Hey, we've got this youth camp coming next week. You should come in the evenings. It's free. 2 to 3 thousand youth from around the country, plus kids from Cambodia, Laos, Vietnam, a lot of the kids from the Karen Hill tribes, a couple hundred of those kids." And so I went to that the last couple of nights, just really exciting to see, um, again, youth excited for Jesus, hundreds coming forth for making commitments, as there was an altar call the first night that I was there. And I mean, this is a country that has so many missionaries that there's a lot of, it's a base for missions and missionaries in Asia, but there's not a lot of people actually ministering to the Thai. And so Christianity here is very, very limited, 1%, 2%. And so that's one of the reasons also why I want to study Thai. And when the pastor said, "So what are you going to do here? You're studying Thai." And I said, "I don't know." I said, "It's really a God thing. I know what I've done in the past. I'm not closing any doors. I'm not forcing my way in." And he actually used that in the sermon to say, "How comfortable are you with saying, 'I don't know?'" Right. And it was in the example of Abraham. He tells Abraham, "Go to this city. I'm not going to tell you where, but just go out in faith." So in this past week, I've had a couple of devotions that have really been faith in action, right? I don't know what this looks like. I am praying for the church. I am praying for a discernment of what does ministry look like, get me connected to the right people. So I wouldn't say that I'm settled. I mean, I'm in process of that. I would say that I was just saying goodbye to my teammates because one half of it went to the Philippines for soccer, the other half went to Vietnam for tennis, and so just being thankful for being with my teammates, for being with people that we were together in the other country and are really good friends, and so that has made what's been a little bit harder than I thought. It's made that good. I spent my first month with them before I got into this sublet, so lots of prayers for that, and then just honestly prayers for friends. Who are my playmates going to be besides my teammates? They've got a pretty busy schedule with three kids and family time, and so yeah, lots of prayer needs. Very thankful that I'm as far as I am and feeling comfortable as I do. Again, this is the 22nd time that I've been in this country. And so I'm thankful for that and, pretty independent, be able to go buy things and find things and get things done on my own. So, but the next one is going to be getting all the ducks in a row for all the visa stuff because it just keeps changing as well. So you think you have the right documents and like, they changed the document. So yeah, but it is what it is. It'll get done. And yeah, and then I'll have to be in country while that gets processed for I don't know maybe a month or so. But my next trip isn't until World Outreach Family Gathering in Cyprus in July.